Hey guys, Brendan here. In just under 11 hours, I'm going to be starting my marathon. And I wanted to quickly share with you a video just to share my thoughts and just to provide just how I'm feeling before the race. And it'd be good to reflect on these thoughts after the race and see just how different it is in terms of my perspective on what I think the race is going to be like compared to what it actually is like. And but you know what, it's absolutely crazy to think I'm actually going to be running a marathon in less than 11 hours. I just over 5 weeks ago, I had no idea that I was going to be running a marathon. I was originally training for a 14-kilometer run, which is not even a half marathon. It's about a third of a marathon. And normally that run, called the City to Surf, which is the world's biggest fun run. It takes you from the heart of the city in Sydney all the way to the beautiful beach in Bondi, and I love that run, but normally it takes it out of me. I train for it, but it takes it out of me. I'm absolutely knackered and dead by the end of that race. But you know what, a few weeks ago I knew that I wasn't able to run in that race, so my brother said to me, well, if you can't do the City to Surf, why not go in the marathon? And I kind of laughed it off, thinking, yeah, there's no way. I've never even done a half marathon. I've never run any kind of distance that's similar to a marathon, let alone do one in 6 weeks with little training. And but anyway, he decided to challenge me again, and I thought, why not? Why not? It'd be good for me to kind of learn about myself, challenge myself, and just see how much of a marathon is physical, how much of it is mental, and just really to see, can I do it? I mean, it's on my bucket list to do sometime in my life, so why not give it a go and do it now? But the crazy thing is, I spent a couple of weeks overseas in Washington DC, and I haven't actually had that much time to do some training. So really, I've only had the last 3 weeks to do some training, and so I went for probably maybe 8 or 9 training sessions in the last 3 weeks, and I haven't done anything obviously in this final week, so I've just been just relaxing, stretching, hydrating, carb loading, and but now it's time for the big one tomorrow. And something that everybody's been telling me is that around the 30-kilometer mark that's when the wall hits. So it says hit that wall, but make sure you just push through and just keep going, but be aware of the 30-kilometer wall. And you know what? After all these conversations and everybody talking about it, I'm actually quite excited to see just what this wall actually feels like. I think it's obviously going to be a huge challenge, a huge physical and mental challenge to get through this marathon, and I really hope that I can do it. But at the same time, I'm really excited to see what everybody's talking about and actually go through that whole experience. I really think that the crowd tomorrow, having everybody around and spectators and having the event atmosphere will really help. I really thrive on that kind of stuff, so hopefully that will get me through. What I'm really mostly concerned about is getting injured. Over the last couple of weeks in a couple of my training sessions, I've been going for runs, and the longest run I've done so far, just to let you know, is only 16 kilometers. So tomorrow I've got to do 42 kilometers, so over double what my longest run is that I've ever run in my life. So it's going to be just completely new territory for me. But a couple of my previous runs that I've done during training, I've actually hurt my knee, and I've actually had to start walking and or stop running completely and stop walking completely, and it completely rested up. Just my knee just busted really, and so hopefully that doesn't happen to me tomorrow. I'm going to take it relatively easy. My goal is not so much to get a good time, but just to completely finish. If I can do that, I'll be extremely satisfied. So I'm looking forward to reflecting on these thoughts after my run, and I'll share a quick video after my run as well to see, to let you know how I all went. Alright, wish me luck, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hey, it's me again. I thought I'd just quickly show you what I'm eating for breakfast tomorrow morning before my run. I know that sounds a bit weird, but I know that when I'm looking at videos like this, I always like to see kind of details like that in regards to how do people actually prepare for this kind of stuff. So this is just what I'm eating for breakfast tomorrow. So I'm going to wake up, I'm going to have a protein shake in the morning, I'm then going to have some water. So I've got my water bottle here, and I'll drink some water, make sure I'm more hydrated. I've got my Wheat Bix, which is great carbs. I have that every day for breakfast. I've got my oats. I have that every day for breakfast as well, and I've got cornflakes. So I mix them all together to get my carbs in and a really good breakfast. I follow that up with a multivitamin as well as a fish oil tablet. So that should keep me going. That's a good breakfast. And while I'm on the train heading into the start line, I also have a banana. And then I've got another banana which I'm going to give to Sylvia, who's going to be meeting me somewhere along the course, and hopefully she can hand me a banana while I'm running. And that's going to be my fuel for tomorrow. Wish me luck. Hey, well, I've now officially run a marathon. It was absolutely amazing. It was epic. It was challenging physically, mentally, but it feels incredibly good now to have that goal ticked off, done, is wiped from my bucket list. Will I ever do it again? At the moment, I would have to say I never want to do it again. It was painful. But who knows, you can never say never. Sometime in the future there may be a reason for me to do another one, but thinking about it now, I'm just going to enjoy this one. As soon as I crossed the line, I got an SMS with my official time, and it was 4 hours and 34 minutes, which I'm absolutely stoked about. A few weeks ago when I thought I was going to be, when I knew I was going to be running the marathon, I figured I might be able to run a time around 4.5 hours, but really my main goal was just to finish the marathon. And to get a time at 4 hours 34 minutes, it just blows my mind away. I'm incredibly happy with that. It's just amazing. It was just the day itself it started off, first of all, I couldn't have asked for better weather. It was a nice cool day. We started off with a bit of rain in the morning, so a few very light showers, but that was actually quite nice, just to kind of get the body going, and as it heated up, had that drizzle coming through. But it was just an overcast day for the most of it, except for the last 45 minutes to an hour or so. And it just made it beautiful. There's a nice little slight breeze, and what it meant was that all the liquids that I was taking in, instead of it just getting sweated all over my body, it was actually getting put to good use, hydrating all of my cells and going straight to my muscles. So thank God for that one. It was just, that played in my favor, which is really, really handy. And it was the first 10Ks. The first 10Ks was fine. I was feeling great. And then I went to the bathroom about 11Ks, and it was literally an Austin Powers toilet break. I was there for about 2 minutes, it was coming out. I was super hydrated. I've been hydrating for the last 3 days, and this morning just more and more liquids. But I was busting to go, and yeah, I was there for about 2 minutes at 11K mark. But it was cool because as I came out, I got a tap on my shoulder, and I knew one other person that was running the race, my mate John. And I get this tap on the shoulder, and it's my mate John. And I'm like, oh, no way. So anyway, we started running together, and we were pacing around the same pace. And so from kilometer 11 or so through to about 22, yeah, we're running side by side. And that was really cool just to have that companionship going as well. Kind of helped us both get along, I think. And then I hit a few walls because people keep talking about the 30K wall. And I hit a wall at around 19 kilometers. I mean, the furthest I've ever run prior to today was 16 kilometers. So once I broke past that, I was thinking, okay, this is all new territory. But when I hit 19 kilometers, it just, I just needed to walk. I just needed to walk, but I didn't. So I gave myself a few little pep talks and just said, no, just keep going, just keep going. And I somehow pushed through that barrier. Then I hit another wall at about 26Ks. And again, it was just, I just needed to walk. But again, just the pep talk saying, no, just one foot after the other, just keep going. And that somehow got me through. And once I saw the 30K mark, I was thinking, okay, 12Ks to go. Surely this is in the bag now, right? But then I hit 34Ks. And around that mark, I needed to walk again, giving myself the pep talks, but I just couldn't help it. I had to walk. My legs were just a write-off. So I probably walked about half to 2/3 of the last 8Ks or so. I couldn't run most of it. And when I tried running, it was very much more of a shuffle. And I think I lost about 15 minutes in the last 8Ks, which has been unfortunate. I was pacing. They have paces along their way where there's people with flags saying they're running towards a time of 4 hours, 4 hours 15, 4 hours 30 minutes. And for most of the race, for the first 10Ks, I was pacing a couple minutes ahead of the 4:15. And I was thinking, okay, it's actually looking good. I might actually be able to run a time of around 4.5 hours. Then I had that toilet break and I came out and I was just behind, about 100 meters behind the 4 hours 15 minute flag. So I figured, okay, that's still pretty good. I knew I was still pacing around the 4 hours 15 mark. And I hung by them up until about kilometer number 30. And then I hit that wall of 4 at the 34K mark. And then I just slipped. And with all the walking, and with about 5Ks to go, I saw the pacer with a 4 hours 30 flag go by me. And I knew my dream of getting under that 4 hours 30 minute it was gone by that stage, because there's no way I was going to be able to keep up the pace of what they were going at. But even still, so I lost about an extra 4 minutes beyond that. But still, with 4 hours 34, I'm absolutely stoked. It's amazing. So here I am. I'm actually feeling pretty good at the moment. I mean, my legs are absolutely killing me. I've just been eating and hydrating since, and just stretching. But generally speaking, I'm feeling pretty good. I think I just, running on adrenaline, the fact that I've smashed this goal, hit this goal, I'm just over the moon with it, which is just great. So now it's just a matter of just relaxing this afternoon, keep eating, keep hydrating. It's Sylvia and my 6-month anniversary today from our wedding, so tonight we're just gonna have a barbecue and have some wine, and we saved some of our cake from our wedding day, so we'll dig into that and enjoy that tonight. Other than that, put the feet up, relax, and just savor the moment. So hope you enjoyed this, hope you got some value out of it. I love doing this kind of stuff. Love to hear your comments. And if you've done marathons before, or hopefully this might inspire you to do a marathon yourself, because it can be done. it can be done. And let me just say something about the psychology of it as well. I mean, really, the psychology came in when I hit that wall at the 34k mark. I mean, before that, it was all the pep talks, and that got me through it. But it was quite interesting. Around the 34k mark, when I did hit that wall and I was walking, I actually felt quite lightheaded. I felt quite lightheaded, and I felt like I couldn't actually look around. Just I had no energy to even turn my head or anything like that. And my vision started going a bit blurred. And I was actually thinking I might not be able to finish this race. But again, it's just, you know, one foot after the other. Every step counts. It gets you towards the goal. And so a lot of it is psychological as well, just pushing through and just saying yes, you can do it. But then definitely, obviously, a huge portion is obviously physical as well. It's absolutely knackered my legs, and I'm sure it's going to take a good week or two to recover, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. So thanks guys. Again, hope you got some value and love to hear your comments. Alright, speak to you soon. Bye.